So why the sex in sex, psychics, and psychedelics? Well, in short, because sex is one of the fastest routes to transformation, right? Whether you're thinking about sex or having sex, you can get very rapidly pulled into a whole different reality. And I'm sure that you've had some experience of that on some level. Fantasy, for example, this is a very, very powerful thing that I think we don't really understand fully how to use. It's a resource. And our sexuality is a resource. This is why we want to turn it on. Not because necessarily we want to fuck everything that moves, although if that's what floats your boat, then, but really what I'm talking about here is sexual energy as life force energy, as creative energy, as manifestation energy, as joy energy. So that's what I'm interested in on a therapeutic level when it comes to sex. And I do think the fun of sex is also very therapeutic, right? The intimacy can be very therapeutic. So we're exploring different aspects of sex that are therapeutic. For example, check out Dr. Vina Blanchard's episode. She is actually the trainer of all of the sexual surrogates in America. So sexual surrogacy is a bit of an unsung hero of healing. It's the kind of therapy of the body. Basically, with sexual surrogacy, you work with an intimacy coach on a physical level. You might start with touch exercises and then eventually graduate towards having sex. It's great for people with issues around shame, erectile dysfunction, vaginal pain, any kind of intimacy block. It's really, really helpful to be able to work that out with someone you don't really have anything at stake with, right? You're not trying to date them, hopefully, or go anywhere with the situation. But it's somebody who can really help you sort through that kind of stuff that can be pretty vulnerable and fragile and immensely helpful to work through. So sexual surrogacy, I would really recommend checking out. We've got Orpheus Black helping us explore the psychology of kink, which is fascinating stuff. We've got one of my favorites, Celeste Hirschman, who is brilliant on de-shaming and working with couples. She works in something called the Somatica method. We've got Alexa Vartman telling us about the new Tantra, which is packed full of good ideas. And Tantra is an amazing space to explore because it's really the intersection of sexuality and spirituality. So we're using touch to really tune into mindfulness, and we're using pleasure to tune into mindfulness. So Tantra, the new Tantra, another great area to explore. We've also exploring boundaries, power, consent. I would definitely check out Britta Love's episode on the wheel of consent and an exploration of the abuse of power in these kind of healing communities. She's an ex-sex worker turned healer. I mean, the two things aren't that distinct, let's be honest. And she's a wonderful guide too. So we've got these really beautiful guides helping us into these different aspects of sex and sexual exploration. So have at it and drop me a line. Let me know what you'd want more of, and I will try and bring it to you. Psychics and psychedelics.